The fact of the matter is, whether you've been in network marketing for years or just a few days, your family and friends have seen your opportunity and your phone is, as we call it, burnt. If you're anything like me, that's a scary thought. So the big question is, how do entrepreneurs like us, who love the network marketing profession, who no longer want to be that guy, and are tired of convincing people during uncomfortable let's get coffee meetings where they say, what's this all about? How do we market in a way that aligns us with our dream clients and expands our network of upfront and transparent professionals, allowing us to get our time back, our families back, and gain a real passive asset? People like us who value impact over income, we deserve to see our visions once and for all. Join me in this podcast where we'll uncover just how to do that. My name is Eric Sablon. Welcome to Burnt Phone Marketing. Hey everybody, welcome to Burnt Phone Marketing. This is Eric Sablon, and I actually have the honor of interviewing someone that's been in the digital marketing space since before 1997. So she's got over 20 years of experience. She runs a global digital marketing group called KV Digital Marketing, and I'm so excited to have her on today because she's going to have so much insight for you guys and so much ideas that you guys can implement right away. So without further ado, welcome Vivian So to the show.
Hi everybody, I'm Vivian.
Hey Vivian, thank you for jumping on. So I'd like to start off with a little bit about your backstory. So tell us a little bit about your backstory and how you got into this digital marketing space.
Okay, so a little bit background about myself. As a kid, my parents rarely celebrate my success in life. So nothing seems to be enough for them. And my father was a great business person, but he never thought I would be a great businesswoman. So since I was young, I was surrounded by people who didn't believe in me and didn't think I could come into my own terms. But because exact for the same reason, I want to prove to myself I can do whatever I put my mind to. And then a little over 2 decades ago, I pen code my first HTML website in 1997. That was the beginning of the internet era. And that is now the beginning of how I start everything. So I began consuming digital content whenever I have time. And I mimic professional marketer how to speak, learning how they could structure the message template, studying their website. So in 2004, I made my first dollar by rolling an ebook that I put on ClickBank. But only after one sale, I decided to take it off because I didn't believe in myself at that point. And I continued to study accounting because that's what my father told me. And then after I graduate, my self-esteem is still really low. I felt like I can be only a retail worker. So I was only be as cashier. And for many years, my mind was beginning to expand a little when I relocated to Markham, and that's the transformation start. So I started experimenting with other role in customer service industry, but my mindset is still a little bit limited. But June 2015, I was actually hospitalized, and I was out of workforce, and a bit over a year as while I was recovering. Then the idea came to my mind. It's like really the enlightened now that I can start my own digital marketing business with my digital experience. So in November 2016, I actually start my first sole proprietorship. And that was a critical decision of my life. It took me to hit the rock bottom to be really, really bad shape, to rebound, to realize that critical moment, that I can make a life-changing decision with my mindset. So it's all about your mindset. Remember, I was of a limited belief, and now I believe I can do anything. So I did not wait to have all the skill set beforehand before I land my first social client. I deliberately ask for and look for the client. From zero fulfillment experience to having a few couple clients. So what's the difference? Because I dared to overcome the fear and ask for the job. It's not that I was perfect. It was just because I dared to ask for the job. And I know there's 1,000 people on the web that success every day in digital marketing. And I totally believe that anyone can have their own pie in the digital market and at the same time rebuilding their own inconfidence and insecurity as well as their living. So, and that's why in April 2019, we formed a new company with my new business partner, Kenny Ford, KB Digital Marketing.
Okay, yeah, that's super cool. That's a great story. So, a lot of our listeners, they're starting their digital marketing journey, they're starting their network marketing journey, they're starting a journey, and they have, they have a lot of haters and they have a lot of doubt. So, one of the biggest things that I pulled from your backstory was, no matter where you are, no matter where you go, no matter your background, you can pull out and become a success. You can come out and be a success. And one thing that she said was she just did it. She decided that the mindset was what she could really push forward for. So if you're listening and you're thinking, man, I don't know if I can do that space. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know that I can do that. Just jump out. I don't want to do a plug for Nike, but just do it. So I always tell my kids, closed mouths don't get fed. And in the digital marketing space and the network marketing space and any space in a job, closed mouths don't get fed. So remember, everybody, there's the three things. There's a dream, the struggle, and the victory. And if you can lean into your struggle, you'll be able to be more and more of a success, and it'll be easier and easier for you. So the second question I want to kind of ask you is, we talked about kind of your company, it's KV Digital Marketing. What is your dream client? What does your dream client look like? And what's your goal for your clients?
Okay, so to give a little perspective, let back up a little bit to talk about what KV Digital Marketing do and how it's a little bit different. KV Digital Marketing is actually a full funnel building company. We try to map out the digital process for our client, which is anything related to copywriting, building landing page, or building lead magnet, lead generation, email automation, and SEO and social media audit. But it's all come to this idea of that we give you a free funnel blueprint thing. But our ideal client, though we want to work with everyone, we want to work with companies that have a ready marketing budget that we can leverage off and that commit to long-term growth of the company instead of short-term. Because marketing is a long-term thing. So if you're short vision, you cannot vision yourself doing marketing, which may take a little bit of steady state put, and you're only looking for short-term, we cannot work with you because you have to have a long vision for success, and you always have to have a ready budget. You cannot actually you didn't plan your finance to support your marketing, because without marketing the sales is going to be very difficult. And so if your mind is not already open up to say that we need a marketing budget and you're ready for it, then I don't think it's really worth the time. But we actually have every niche from real estate, mortgage, insurance, coaches, event planning, etc. So anyone who is willing to help themselves, we are willing to help.
So what I like what you said there was, you already believe in marketing and you use marketing you budget in marketing. You already have marketing in your budget, and it's a great expense. A lot of times people are like, how come it didn't happen right away? Or how come it didn't happen, so quick? What's the ROI? And my buddy, he owns a marketing firm, and he says that your marketing is like turning on the lights. You don't think about turning on the lights. You just use that marketing every single day. So it's a long-term strategy. Short-term strategies work quickly, but long-term strategies build a foundation and stabilization in your business. So, that's the client that they're looking for. So if you fit that client, if you fit that avatar, then we really will get you connected later on. I'll put that information in the show notes. So this is a marketing podcast. So what I want to ask you is, what tips would you give about publishing or marketing? And how would you say publishing and marketing has been for your business and helped you grow?
Okay, so I think everybody knows content is king. The more you publish, the better you position yourself in the industry, and the more you're able to build your own tribe. It doesn't matter that you start out small and nobody knows you. Generally, your business will allow you, when your site and social groups start to get noticed, allow people to trace you back the time that when you started. And because it shows that you're human, because they want to know that you just does not come out of thin air. they can see, they can feel your growth, as well as feel the pain and when you face obstacle. So don't fear of generally anything happen to you during the process, because everything is laid there transparent and upfront to them, and then they will see that you come through all the tests, and they will believe you much more. And dare to be creative and speak your mind, because if you're not willing to speak your mind and form your own opinion, you're too worried about being not too conventional, then you're not making your unit well, you're not serving your audience in your favor, because they follow it, because they believe in you. And it really takes discipline to publish constantly. Actually, that's something I actually really need to work on. When you ask like how it applied to me, is the consistency in publishing new content to my Facebook group. Sometimes I publish a lot, sometimes I don't, because I'm still like the lots going on with my life. But I definitely should practice what I preach and be more consistent in putting out content.
Well, yeah, I know that putting out content is super tough. And one thing that I talk about is if you kind of schedule your content, like I use a scheduler to schedule my content, and document your journey. Because some people tell me, Eric, I can't publish this much because I don't have anything to talk about. Document your journey. Like I said, dream, struggle, victory. Everybody can relate to your struggle. And one thing that I really like, and I really think the audience needs to kind of take from this question that you said is, people will relate to you as a human. So they'll be able to see your pain and your struggle and your obstacle. We always say that whenever someone's talking from stage, we always look at them like they're done. Like if you go to a bodybuilding show, you're like, wow, that guy's in great shape. It's like you didn't see the struggle that he went through, eating a certain amount of calories and doing this and doing all of the stuff that's underneath the water that he did to get to that spot. A lot of times we think, well, if he's there, I'm comparaitis and I can't get to that spot. But what you really need to think about is he had a struggle and that's his victory. So you're in the struggle phase right now. So, and then consistency, everyone that I speak to on my podcast that talks about digital marketing and Facebook leads and all of that marketing side, consistency is key. And I like what she said, content is king. So put something out there with value, put something out there about yourself, put something out there that's going to help you grow as a person and a company, and create your tribe, because people will attract to you. And then another thing that you said that I really think that the audience needs to hear is polarity. If you're too in the middle, you're not going to find and define your audience. You're just going to be too blah. So really decide your polarity, put a stake in the ground, plant your flag. And if you're going to be this person, then be that person, because you're going to get your followers in your tribe because of the polarity. I always refer to Howard Stern. He's a shock jock and he has a lot of polarity. He has raving fans, and then he has raving people that hate him. So people that make a difference have massive polarity. So just remember that. So the third question I wanted to ask you is, being an entrepreneur since probably way before 1997, but 1997 is when you really decided you're going to go out there and do your first marketing, first HTML code page. And one thing that I really liked what you said was you launched a book on ClickBank and took it down because of, you weren't ready. But being an entrepreneur for that long, what would you have told yourself when you first started to increase the speed of your business?
Well, one thing I know is that don't try to do everything yourself if you're new to the market. You need to be clear about your vision and your goal, and then pitch that dream to those who's willing to listen and seek partnership. That's one reason why I formed the second company of my business with my business partner. It saves lots of time and energy, and we can do better using our socialization with joint effort. Ultimately, to diversify what you can offer to your client, and your client will be happy that you can be there one stop for many services. I know it's kind of hard to think about partnership at the first, but it's all about how much you believe in your vision and how you can articulate to sell your dream to other people who will actually want to join your force. So the first penetration is you have to believe your vision so much that you can impact other people to join you. And otherwise, how are you going to make a difference if you don't even believe the dream so much?
Yeah, if you don't have passion for what you're doing and you don't have a dream and you can't articulate that dream to your clients, then it's going to be hard for you to really sell and push and stand behind your vision. And one thing that I always listen to Russell Brunson, and he's the founder of ClickFunnels, scaled his company from 0 to $100 million. He always talks about finding the who, not the how. So if you need to sub stuff out, if you need to sub certain things out, it's always good because your time is valuable and you could be doing, getting leads, working with clients versus, creating an image that somebody that a digital image guy or a artist guy, he can do really, really quick. So just remember the who, not the how. Make sure you can go out there and kind of get that done. All right. So the next question that I want to ask is, what are you currently working on? This has actually been an awesome interview. Thank you so much for taking the time out.
Thank you.
So what are you currently working on, and where can the audience find out more about you?
So right now I have 7,900 followers on LinkedIn, and about 2,200 on Twitter, 2,100 on Facebook and friends. But my business is almost catch up to me as 4,900 now on LinkedIn as well. But so we're trying to utilize LinkedIn to make the connection mainly to be doing prospecting. And we have a group on LinkedIn called B2B Marketing Executive Throne Room, which we welcome you guys to join. And we also trying to build a tribe on Facebook called KV Digital Marketing Talk, short for KV Talks, and we welcome you to join as well. And within the Facebook group, we do like Q&A, we do KV podcasts. So we just try to educate everybody about what digital marketing is so that we can help people grow. One of the pillar of our company is actually to build up people for digital marketing, to help them to find their own piece of digital marketing for themselves. So that's why it's there.
Okay. And guys, I will put all of that information in the show notes. So the LinkedIn group, and depending on what your business is, LinkedIn is really good. LinkedIn is an awesome platform. I will also put in the tribe for the Facebook group. And guys, take a listen. They have a podcast as well. And we will all put all of those links in there for you guys to click on it and join their groups and learn more about what KV Digital Marketing does for them, does for their clients. And they have a lot of testimonials on there, so you'll be able to see some of the stuff that they've done for their current clients. So I always ask this last question, very, very transparent, because what I like to do is I like to peel back the onion. I like to peel back the layers, because a lot of times our business, our listeners only see a guy on a podcast or a guy from stage or $100,000 earner or all of that stuff. And I just kind of want to peel back and let everybody know that everyone on this podcast is just human and they can aspire to be that person. So in your business today, what's the one thing that keeps you up at night, good, bad, or both?
Well, that's a very interesting question. I think what keeps me up at night is sometimes I wish we can grow faster. And I also know that it takes time to it takes time to build a solid, strong business foundation for years to come. But sometimes I just pray to God that He will give me the patience I need to keep doing what I'm doing. So stay putting is the hardest thing I realize I need to do, other than, publishing content, because sometimes you don't see the fruit and you put so much effort in it. And it's constantly a dragging to ask myself to become more patient with the process, even though I'm really rooted down that to build a strong, solid foundation is more important than speed. And so,
Yeah, it takes time to build a good business. It takes time. And I was talking to Grant McCartney yesterday. He's the Island Ninja Warrior. And he said there are options where you can actually hit a home run, but they're few and far between. So he said, he was talking about digital content. He's like, there was I'm always looking for the one that's going to get 100 million views or 10 million views, but I'm always just continually putting stuff out there. So just remember that it takes patience, and you gotta, like Marcus Lemonis says, you gotta trust the process. So the last thing that we'd ask is, what would be the one thing that you'd advice that you'd give to the audience, I would say just kind of a last minute, what would you give to the audience just as a last minute, here's what I got.
Okay, so I would want the audience to, whatever limited belief you have, today you can decide, you can float it away, just like I did. You can make up your mind to take the action, no matter how silly you think you are, just do it. If you just do it, you will get there. And if you want some help from us, we offer a free funnel blueprint, and you can actually just look at the description in the podcast. You'll be able to get a free copy of the funnel blueprint.
Okay, so yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for putting it out there. So guys, listen, we will actually put Vivian's going to give something away, so we will actually put that in the show notes that you can actually get a free funnel building blueprint for your business. So no matter what business you're in, they'll actually go through it and kind of they'll put the details in there. But take a look at that. Again, one thing that she said was just do it, take action, reach out to them, click on the link and say, you know what, I want to learn a little bit about the funnel building blueprint. So thank you, Vivian. Thank you so much for dropping that for our audience. That's a huge nugget and massive value for our team. So guys, I just want to thank Vivian for jumping on. And again, what she said was she struggled with belief. She found belief. She struggled with, finding clients. She found clients. She struggled with publishing. She's publishing. So guys, all she did was took action. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't do, is take action. So just remember, just take action, just pursue your dreams, pursue your goal, but just know that the dream, the struggle, and the victory is part of the process. So trust the process. Again, guys, thank you so much for jumping on the podcast. And I will see Eric Sablon. I will see you on the next podcast of Burnt Phone Marketing Radio. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
We all know that the network marketing industry is changing with the evolution of the internet, with the evolution of social media. Well, there's a big secret out there, and it's called The Network Marketing Secrets book by Russell Brunson. And here at Burnt Phone Marketing, we are going to give that book to you for free plus shipping. Just go to www.burntphonemarketing.com/secrets. In this book, you're going to find the 3 secrets to helping to convert people online, just like a 3-way call, just like a home meeting, and just like a hotel meeting. So pick up your free copy today, free plus shipping at www.burntphonemarketing.com/secrets.